Hey, and we're back. That's right.
What's up?
I just spent like the last 40 minutes watching you.
Sorry, man. I was
rubbing elbows over on Jesse's channel, The Common Nerd.
Yeah. I didn't. I just heard of that guy a couple days ago.
Oh, man.
It's good times over there.
Oh, yeah. I've been following him for a minute. So,
got to meet Jason Sandberg like for 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah. I saw him pop in, and I'm like, I know this dude. I know. Oh, yeah. And then he said, he dropped the CG Tag Team Championships names, and
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's how I know him. That's right.
Yeah. How you doing, Will?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. My girlfriend's been helping me reset the whole quote unquote studio area. So instead of looking a warehouse, it'll actually look like something over like the next couple of weeks.
Well, I tried to get it to where you can't see my ductwork. Everybody's like, send Hojo money for a ceiling so he doesn't get asbestos poisoning. Whatever.
No,
it's a spare room. It's like my little beer man cave area, So
I live in like an old refurbished factory with like 30-foot high ceilings. So.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Kinda. But let's talk about what's going on with the book. We talked a couple months back when you were
the sign up going. Yeah.
Yeah, when you doing pre-launch, and now you're live and you're funded.
Yep.
So now the big question is, but are you shadow banned?
No, as far as I know.
Oh, okay.
Check it more than once a week to see. You can still Google it and find it. You can still go to Indiegogo and go to comics. You scroll down. There for a while, it was on the front page. Like, if you just go to comics, it was right there. I was like, and then like I think it may be 3-4 pages back, but I'm back there. And then if you Google the Mythicals on Indiegogo, it just pops up.
Oh, nice.
So, I try to get around that. So
yeah, it's tough.
I have I'm not gonna say it out loud, but in the group chat I've talked about it. I did something to try to circumvent it. So
I have a trick.
Yeah, it's my theory, and so far it's right.
So, everything's a theory until it's a working theory. Then it's just a fact.
But if I get to 10K, that's when I think that my percentage would increase. My probability to be shadow banned would increase. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're actually making serious money.
I think then 10K is their cutoff. I think I've noticed. I'm not gonna say which campaigns, but I've noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've noticed too.
I'm not stupid.
No.
I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid.
I know enough to throw the grenade after I pull the pin.
That's right. That's right. But been a fun ride, man. 20 days left, 21 days, something like that.
Nice.
Then we're gonna go into man. I'll just let that go. And, I put 6/23. I put June for fulfillment. So
Nice. A new comic this summer.
Yep.
In your hands.
Right in time for the summer. Just go to the beach. Read this.
But not too close to the water.
No, we don't want to ruin that. The humidity will fuck up the page. Just don't take it to the beach.
No.
But you can always buy two. Yeah, one for the beach, one to store. You buy three. One for the beach, one to store, and one to read.
Yeah, you can buy one to, get graded and slab up on your wall, or you can self slab. I've come across a new self slab company.
Wow.
And it's pretty cool looking. They're like clear acrylic frames, but it's got the same insides as the regular graded books, but you can just grade it yourself. Like if you're not too concerned about it, but you just want it looking pretty up on your wall. Yeah,
I just never understood you can never read it, you can never touch it again. Like, what's the point of having it? Just say you have it. I mean, the collectibles thing just never none of this is worth money. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah,
it's so cool. Like that graded comic, I just bought it because it was. I bought it for $30. It's like 9.6. I guess that's the first appearance of the symbiote. Not too shabby.
You get that for $30?
Yeah, dumbass.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not like CGC. It's like hold on a second. CBCS.
Yeah.
Okay, is that legitimate or is that not?
Yeah, that's legit. They had a major problem where they lost thousands of people's submissions last year.
Oh, really? I bought this in I want to say 2008, 9, something like that.
Oh, that's when my daughter was born, 2008. Yeah. So, yeah, it was.
I knew they were going to make a movie eventually, and I was like, "How much more for that?" He's like, "I don't know, like $30." I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll take that." Yeah,
that would be like a $40 to $60 just to get it graded, because it's a key issue, and they charge different. They whack you a different amount. Plus, they charge you.
It might be stolen.
It probably was. Some crackhead sold it to you for
I wasn't. No, but a crackhead. It was some. It was like some. Like they had to move suddenly or something. I just happened to stop by or whatever.
Needed gas for the U-Haul.
No, I saw like a weight set out there. I was like, oh my god, let me see that. And I just happened to see I bought some vinyl and I saw some comics and shit. I saw this. I was like, I think they were just like getting rid of their son's shit or something. It was like going to college or something, maybe. I don't know what the hell happened, but I was like, all right.
Don't get me wrong. I felt like an a-hole like 2 years ago because I realized I had like 6 copies of that book.
I've never read it.
It's good.
I know it's good, but I've never read it.
I don't have a graded one of that. But it's also like a buddy of mine, John, who's a huge collector. And he's got like an amazing collection. He's got like ASM 1 through 400.
Oh shit.
FF. FF. He's got like pretty much full runs. To like a certain year of most of the Marvel stuff.
To where he couldn't just take it. He just couldn't take it anymore.
I sniped like 3 or 4 of those raw for what you paid for that one graded. But the grading companies also charge you a percentage of the going GDP for the book. So if it's going for like $500 or $600, even though you're not going to sell the book, you toss it over. But he only buys books on.
Maybe I didn't pay $30. Maybe I didn't pay. I know I paid under $100. There's no way I would have paid $100 at a yard sale. I thought it was like $30, but still, man, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, my buddy John, he doesn't trust anybody because he's got burnt a few too many times. So he only buys graded books, And he only buys graded books when the seller actually shows like a good uptight picture of the label, because you can look that up like through either of their websites to find out if it's legit. Because every once in a while somebody just starts, you know, gets fired from a grading company and starts like fake grading books, and you know, once in a while there's a problem with them. But if you can look it up and see it that way, it's the only way you're getting a book in the range that you're comfortable with buying it for that said price.
Right. I haven't checked for like. I haven't checked. I've never checked to see how much that's worth. My wife probably doesn't want to know. She's gonna be like, "You better fucking get rid of it to pay for this book, asshole."
Oh man!
I mean, it was a fun process, man. This whole thing's been a fun ride. I still got 20 days left, but it was a little bit of a lull. I had about a week to where I didn't stream, didn't do anything. I was just like, it was good to relax and back in the saddle, back on the circuit, chilling, hucking,
the chill and chill, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about all that shit. I mean, people have seen the trailer by now. You don't need to show it anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're happy with the end results of the book, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've read the PDF, man. It's done. I'm not gonna send it out to people until
everything's done. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody who backs the big box gets the PDF, but I don't think they're gonna care once they get the physical book.
Yeah.
They're like, where's my PDF, asshole?
Dude, like I'll read the PDF ahead of something.
Yeah.
Because like last year, the book I was looking forward to the most was Mavericks from Neff and Aaron.
Neff, yeah.
And so I read the PDF and the backup books and backup stories like way ahead, and then I'm like, then they kept giving him a hard time. Oh, there's paper shortages. Buy an axe.
Yeah. I got to check with the printer. Actually, my wife said something because she said that the company like they didn't have enough paper or something. There's a paper shortage, and so I got to check with my people.
Yeah, it's been held hostage in China.
But here's the thing. I mean, like if there is a paper shortage, I'm going to show them the email. Not show the email address. I'm going to say, hey, this is from the printer. There's nothing I can do, but here's everything else. Like all your perks are here. I'm just waiting on the printer. Yeah. It's not like I can already say that I paid. I got to show you that I paid them, and it's kind of not going to be a big deal.
Yeah,
I'm at the mercy
of the
industry. I'm at the mercy of the industry. I'll release the email. I'll prove that the fogs are gay. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I mean, you're going to get your book. I mean, like when I say no late books, I mean, maybe I should put a star like South River Studios LLC is not held responsible for paper delays and shortages. But like I said, Will, man, you're going to get your book. I mean, it's no.
Oh yeah.
I fucking read the story. My wife even she read the script and she was like, she asked me a few questions, and then when I think she read it, she's gonna be like, oh, she's like, yeah, that's good. So like, oh, thanks, honey. But I'm proud of it. I love it. It's a great story. Like, I want to read the rest of it because I feel like I've forgotten what I've written already. So that's going to be good. When I go back and do my second revision, I like to let it set a while, and then I go back and read it, and immediately I can spot the flaws.
Yeah, because if you reread something like right away,
yeah, you're like, oh, this is fucking gold, man. Fuck you.
Yeah,
eat it, John Byrne. Eat it, Chris Claremont. And then you go back like
you're not actually reading the story. Is you're reading
your own review,
what you think you wrote on the page.
Yeah.
And so it's not quite that.
And that's where I can go back and break down. Like, all right, this panel wouldn't work. This is stupid. This page turns wrong here. Like, you have the wrong page. This page is in the wrong place. This is stupid. Cut this out. Blah blah blah. I mean, So that's me. That's my process. I guess I do have one, but that's what I do.
But not too bad. You're double your fixed goal. 136 backers.
I probably should have set it at 1,500, but I would have funded on Bancroft that night.
Oh, that would have been great.
So, but I funded in 13 hours. I funded on Finatra the next morning, so that was fun.
That's awesome, yeah.
He's funny.
The Ultra Mega Super Pack.
Come on, Will.
It's a box.
It is a box. What's in the box? What's in the box?
Because I got a couple of bookcases up over here, and
That would look.
I've got Chris Fisk's Infantile Chronicles.
Oh man, I want to read that when I get some money.
It's so good. And
He backed this, and I don't want to repay him to back his book, and I already wanted to read it before, because I dig that shit. I just could never write it. I have a dark fantasy short story I want to turn into a graphic novel, but it's going to take a while to find the time to do that. Like, I have 2 writing commissions now on top of this. So that's why I can kind of pump the brakes on this, because issues 2 through 6 are written. You know what I mean? And Piper Steed, she's my editor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna as soon as this is done, excuse me, just gonna toss issue 2 to her and show her the character designs for the new characters. This is what's gonna happen, because it's pretty much written. All I have to do is go back and what I talk about, the way I call it, is it's comic book it. I go and add the camera angles and the perspectives of if I want them to draw a certain panel. Right now it's just a description, but once I read it, I'm gonna know how I see it in my head.
Oh yeah.
Because it's me, especially if I write my notes like this, something like that. That's just an art thing, but it's just me doodling. No. But that means something. You know what I mean?
Code.
Yeah. So but I do that with writing. There are all these circles, and there's a double underline, and it'll bring around to a point to something else. I'm like, take this here. It's stupid.
But you know what it means.
But I know what it means. I know what it means. My wife looks at it. She's like, what is this? I'm like, nah, you don't know. But
so the Ultra Mega Pack.
Yep.
Comes with the PDF, both physical covers, and all the perks, including a special glow-in-the-dark bookmark exclusive for that tier.
Covered. Collected in a sleek, stylish collector's box.
Oh, yeah.
Good night, buddy. What? It's Venom. You know who that is. Night. Love you. Sorry about that. It is what it is. Come on, man. Do a fight for the kid.
My daughter's a teenager. I'm lucky she even talks to me.
Yeah, I don't look forward to those days where he doesn't want to hang out with us.
Oh, treasure them while you got them. So, tell us about the glow-in-the-dark bookmark.
If you scroll down on the left, on the the thing, it'll show the art for it. The other side.
Oh, that's the PDF.
Can you? Yes.
I forgot which left. Oh, hello.
Yeah, that's like a John Romita panel.
I know, right? Completed pages with lettering and everything.
Yeah. Pete Samedi stresses. He wants to see a finished page before he backs something, before he even wants to look at something like a submission, anything like that.
And if you had no other reason to buy this book outside of Peter Gilmore's cover.
I know, man. I was on with Mandy and Shane. Nope. I think I got one backer out of that. I was like, man, you guys. Well, you sent it for Mandy, but I thought these people would jump on. If you're a Peter Gilmore completionist, this is some of his best work.
Yeah. Yeah. They're only hot about buying Peter's work when it's a Mandy book.
Yeah, that's fine. But you're missing out, man.
trading cards.
Yeah. Eric Hodson did the ones on the left and the right, and Jeff Lastly painted the one in the middle, and we turned that into a card. Pixel Trader did the layouts and the graphics.
Cool.
A magnet and a beer koozie.
Oh yeah.
And a patch.
Ooh, a patch. I know who likes patches.
Yeah. So that's only $10, like extra right there.
Nice. Yeah, my girlfriend found an old koozie in a box of mine from probably like the late '90s. She wasn't too thrilled. She wasn't too thrilled. It just said, "Drink till she's cute."
That's the bookmark right there. The front right there with her eyes. Her eyes are going to glow green.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dean did this?
Yep.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. But then it only comes with the Ultra Mega Super Pack.
Ultra Mega Super Pack.
Yeah. You gotta have, man, I had fun with this campaign, like the titles and all that stuff. Like, this was just me putting it all out there. Like, this is me. This whole campaign, this is me. I'm a fucking nerd.
Oh, yeah.
And the stretch goal has already been achieved. Everybody's getting this card.
Awesome.
Bippy boo.
So
I don't know.
You don't? We'll have to see.
We'll see.
Get it to 6K. The book is complete. 100.
Yeah. Yep, it is done. Kimasabi Lee Byron Carver has an advanced copy of the PDF. It's going to do a spoiler-free review.
Oh,
like I said, man, like, you can only take my word for it so much.
Yeah.
Once he comes out with it, I mean, he's a pretty solid reviewer.
Yeah, you'll have to just link his review onto the campaign and
the man with the plan from the land down under.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the land down under, the digital tier, aka the Australian variant.
yeah, man. Actually, I sold a. I don't know if it's the Ultra Mega Super Pack, but I've sold something to Australia, physical. Yeah.
Yeah, because they pretty much want physical books.
Yeah.
And they understand how much it is to ship to their little island.
Yeah. I got Korea, Germany. I think maybe one from the UK, physical. Definitely a couple digitals. Yeah. I mean, that's for them. You know, it's for your overseas folks. Like, but it's just adjusted for inflation. I'm sorry. Okay, what else can I say? Everybody knows. But you're getting a badass fucking story, man. I mean, it's superb. Like the artwork, front to back. It's just like at the end of the day, when I just read the whole PDF probably a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I've had it for about 2 weeks. Just like I signed off on the lettering. I'm like, all right, everything's good to go. We're great. This is 100% completely edited, done. I read it. I was just like, yeah, this works. Like I can't be more proud of like the art team, like Everson, like the inker, like helping me kind of understand how things are supposed to work. Even though I knew, I just had to adjust a lot of things on the fly as a new creator. I know how to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and everybody is on board. Everybody's excited. Like they're so excited to get onto issue 2 because, and the anchor was just like, yeah, I'll drop what I'm doing. We'll do this. Like this will be a priority. I love it. Like we talk. You know, it's not just. It's like a friendship. Nice. We just haven't talked much during the campaign, you know, because you know it's the fucking campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Every spare second I have is like bullshitting with you guys sometimes, or at home with my kids and my wife. But it's just fun. Like it's it really is a team. Like I mean, the letterer, he's just like it's a pretty great story. Like he said, page 18. He sent me the other day. He's like, oh, on a side note, page 18 is fucking phenomenal. And I was like, yes, it is. Thank you for doing what you did. Because the lettering, you know as well as I do, lettering will fucking wreck a book.
Oh yeah,
It will wreck it. That's why I put it up there and like, I have no fear. This is an actual. I'm not shitting on anybody else's book because you can afford what you can afford. And you hire who you hire. I'm just saying this could have been on the rack. It's been a rack in 1993.
and there's
I'm that
still a
confident.
bunch of original artwork available.
Yeah, I put those up about a week ago.
It's the angry face of Dean James.
Yeah. I can't change it now. I would have to hide it, but I'm just gonna keep it there because it's hilarious. I didn't have the art ready yet because he got behind on another cover he was doing, which was dope. So I mean, artists they're gonna artist. Like the day of the launch, I was just like, oh, what the fuck? Because he's like, this isn't gonna be done, what? It's like, oh, okay. Do you mind if I use your Twitter avatar? And I'm going to use that in the place of the bookmark art and put a Men in Black or Men at Work album in place of the on the thing. Do you remember? I don't know if you looked through the campaign. Like it was, I actually put the artwork up, but for probably for weeks, it just had the Men at Work album. I was like, here's the artwork exclusive from D. James, and it was Men at Work, obviously, because he thought it was brilliant. He said, LOL, yeah. And so there it is, and I sold it without
I used to
without the art.
love without the art. Well, it got a name behind it too. Everybody
Obviously,
knows.
yeah.
But
Like I sold it without the artwork. I should have. And between you and me, I dropped the price because I had cold feet right before the launch, and I dropped that price. And so I should have kept it what it was because it fucking sold the next day.
I'll tell you, if I had bought it, I would have been pissed if you didn't send me a Men at Work album too.
Oh yeah, I'd take it.
I love that.
If you buy I don't know if you drink beer, but if you buy the box, I'll send you one of mine that I made to go in the beer koozie.
Oh yeah.
So it's a nice Irish stout. It's like 10%. It's like aged in a Jack Daniels barrel. Man, I don't have a medal there for nothing.
So are these just random pages that you put up that are available?
Yeah, like the best. I just want to get his best work, like dynamic pencils.
Your favorite art? Oh, that one sold out.
Yeah, Pixel bought that one actually. He even called it before the campaign launched that he was going to buy him. And that right there is the second page. Like the Inquisitor, he's only got a couple pages, but he just eats up so much. I mean, look at that. He just eats up so much. That's a good juxtaposition you got there.
Yeah, that's just like.
And that barn scene right there. Like if you can't see the whole page there, which fucking sucks. Like it's an amazing page. Like
yeah, I mean, I look at the layout and I'm like, this is like awesome.
Oh, like, I don't know if you can click on it. I don't know if you can go to the Fund My Comic one and see like the full version of it, but I don't know, man. It's really, you can't even really see. That's why I hate Indiegogo, because you can't put up the full page.
Well, I've got, as you can imagine, I've got Fund My Comic on speed dial, so.
And I really hope that
it's funny that all I do is type in my search bar FU.
FU. Yeah.
And it just comes up and like bunk. So
yeah, I got some love off of there, man. I'm almost at $400 there.
Here we go. Let's open it up here. Bing, bing, bing. Oh yeah, $391, 14 backers.
Yeah.
Nice.
it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty much the same campaign. Once it shuts down, it'll just shift over there. I'll just drop that link everywhere. The URL on my flyer will direct to there, and we'll just migrate over there. Technology is great. And so, like, we're already funded on Indiegogo, so all that's great. Like I said, it's been a long road. Like, you got to do your homework on how to do this. Like, I didn't have any connections. I still don't really have that many connections. I dumbed myself and stumbled into the Genesis crew thing because Bunny felt sorry for me, I think. And he's like, "Oh, this guy's hanging around my channel. I guess I'll let him into this group." And so it grew and grew, and like, you know, I learned a lot from those folks. Man, there's a lot of fucking smart minds in there, and they don't. There's no, like, as far as creators go, like, they don't pull any punches. Like, we tell each other, this is stupid. This is dumb. This is not gonna work. We ran a lot of people off, a couple people off because of that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of smart creators in there, and then there's me.
Yeah. Oh no, man. No, man. It's like you're there to observe. You're the watcher. It's good to like you got the inside baseball, man. Like,
oh yeah.
There's like, a lot of
I click on it on the campaign, and I was really hoping it was going to open up, but it just gives me like a sidebar.
Fuck.
Let's see. Open a new tab. I'm trying, but it's not doing it.
So I'm not looking at my phone and being rude.
No, it won't let me blow it up.
Fuck.
Let's see.
I guess I can sign into my Dropbox. Hold on.
Damn it! I got to do work now. The hell?
Yeah, I know, right? Fuck, man.
Man, the last show wasn't shitty like this.
No, man. I have to remember what folder it is. I'm in my Dropbox now. I just gotta. We're looking for pencils, right?
Yeah. It's like, man, Jesse's producer really knew what they were doing. I don't know about this guy.
I didn't know if he was coming, man, because I was there at like 7 o'clock. I'm like, where the fuck is this guy?
I think he's got a comic shop, and I
didn't know that. He didn't mention he had a comic shop.
No, that was like a secret that I caught on to during one of the streams like about 6 months ago. Like, so he's like streaming in like the back of his business.
Oh, he said it was in a garage.
I know one time he said he was like, you know, I'll be right back. I'm making a sale.
Oh shit!
And he left his co-host, and then I just started chatting with the co-host through the chat. And he's like, yeah.
Does that work? Can you see that?
Yep.
Look at that fucking detail with that barn, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's what I fucking hate about Indiegogo. I could have sold this by now, bro. You got like the perspective, like the. It's just.
Yeah, like the aspect ratio on it, you get a better feel for it because it cuts off like the bottom two panels. I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Whoa, this page is huge. I thought it was like a double spread page.
No.
And I'm like, and then it opened up, and I'm like, whoa, yeah.
I think I'm gonna go back. I think I'm gonna go back on the Fund My Comic and like delete those pictures and put this on there. Put these on there. I'll do that tomorrow. Not today.
Not today. No, it's getting late.
Do you want to see the other one? I guess.
Oh yeah.
I just have to look at show me what the other. I guess I'll go back to stop sharing. Show me what the other page, the thumbnail looks like. I'm not showing something that you don't need to see. See if I can figure out what page number that is. We're going to boomer our way through this. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's tomorrow night show.
What's tomorrow night?
Okay, Boomer.
Oh, you have an. That's hilarious.
Yeah, my friend Thomas and I co-host, and we just read like older books, and then we go through them, and there's another page with her in
Okay,
the middle coming through the woods.
I know what page it is.
Yeah, we go from we do small press like indie stuff from like the 80s and 90s, but we cover from golden age all the way up through like bronze.
Huh.
We've done like two newer books, like we did the Batman Earth 2 uh, hardcover, which was really well done. And I did like the other week, we did an Elseworlds novel called Nine Lives, and it takes place in the 40s.
Yeah.
So all of Batman's like arch enemies are all like gangsters, like Al Capone style gangsters.
Oh, nice.
Um, they call Clayface because he's had so many surgeries to change his look
Oh.
that he's nothing but like a massive, 6 foot 300 pound scar from head to toe.
Man, I'm going to send you a link when I get a chance. Sorry. I'm going to send you a link when I get a chance. There's this YouTube thing where they did these like Arkham Files or something. It's like some kind of Batman channel. You're going to love it. Like they actually added like they had actors dress up and they did like it was like old school like 30s stuff. It's
Oh, cool.
yeah, I have to remember it is you're gonna fall in love with it. I stopped watching it like about a year ago, but I can only imagine how far along they are. But like the Joker, when you're gonna love that one. Where he had like some kind of disease that like made his like mouth do that or whatever, it's pretty good. And the how Robin, I guess, evolved into Nightwing and stuff, and they have a Clayface one. It's great. They gave like it's a noir thing completely through Batman. It's great.
Oh yeah, I just like love noir stuff. It's cool, and like I've been buying like a bunch of games too, but only like certain ones. Basically comic
Right,
book games.
right.
Um, I backed the big version of the Batman Dark Knight Returns game from Cryptozoic. And then I just backed one for Arkham where you actually get to play as the villains
Oh, nice.
trying to escape from
Oh, oh, that's great.
Knight's models. They're from the UK.
Oh
And
man.
they've actually got like 5 or 6 other games that can all build off of this together. And it's like, it's a big setup because you got to set up like the maps on a table and land structures and everything.
Yeah.
But and they make like straight up models too for these different things. They've got the licensing for it. Like they've got an Emperor Joker where he's sitting like one leg over the side of the throne, being all cocky.
Yeah.
From a storyline back in like early 2K.
Huh.
Early 2K.
Oh yeah, early 2K. It makes it sound so like
The Nine Lives book was like really really good, and even had like some backup stuff. Hey,
yeah,
Edwin.
that Batman thing is called it's the Bat Feed. It's called Gotham 1919 to 1939.
Oh,
I guess
cool.
they have multiple seasons now. But the actor they got to play Batman. I mean, they're just pictures, but I mean, it's like the fucking dopest looking Batman you've ever seen. because like it was like Bruce Wayne, who was also later revealed to be the Batman himself. Like, because the guy just does a narration. It's almost like a crime profile, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they do it like the Riddler one is probably one of my favorites. Because where he like they show him like on the steps like smoking a cigarette when he's like old. He was like and he withered away at Arkham Asylum. I'm like, yeah, never smart enough to get out of that one, asshole. Can't pick a lock with that fucking with the riddle, huh?
No, doesn't work like that. Hail, Edwin.
Yeah, what's up, Edwin?
Raid of the White Leopard.
Yeah, I
Coming
saw
to.
he was on with Sugar the other day, or was it
Oh
today?
yeah,
Fuck, man, I don't fucking remember. What's it today? I think it might have been today.
it's just one big long day.
It
It
is,
doesn't
man.
matter.
Like I work this week's a holiday week, so I'm not working 50 hours, so I only have to work 32, and that's all I'm gonna work because they're not gonna give me any overtime for working over 32 plus a holiday.
Mm,
So like I've been front loading my schedule, so tomorrow like 6 hours off at lunch, and go hang out with my
nice.
son or something. Maybe go see Super Mario with an open mind.
I hear it's supposed to be decent.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people are just raging against it. Just just obviously
Um,
monetized content.
I
Rage,
yeah. Oh yeah.
rage pennies.
Yeah.
Drama merchants, outrage peddlers,
Yeah.
controversy cobblers. I call them.
Yeah. Controversy creates cash.
Yes.
Uh, I heard a few people saying that they will that it was that they enjoyed it, like with their kids. They enjoyed it, and
Yeah, I would like to take
they
my son.
they were getting a kick out of it because people were raging about it online, and they were raging because they paid fan service to the people who've been playing these stupid games for what, like 35 years now? Is it that long? I don't know. I get confused. I still think it's the 90s. It's funny when they don't go all like, you know,
Completely.
identity politics and
Yeah.
and woke on
I
it.
mean, I've seen some of the pictures of like the Princess Peach, like with a sword, and like she looks like a girl boss. At the end, man, I really don't care. Like I saw like a scene where it was like Super Mario Kart. My son like doesn't really know much about it, but for me, I'll geek out. I don't care, man. I'll have a good time. You got Mario and Luigi, and it's like a. I've seen Koopa. I've seen his kids. I've seen. I don't know if they have Yoshi. I'd love to see that, just personally.
Yeah,
But I would like to see the raccoon tail. I don't know if he has that, but that would be great. Other than that, man, it's just still fucking have fun, man. Just stop trying to hate on every little thing.
I know my daughter's going to see it. I introduced her to Mario Brothers probably about 6, 7 years ago.
I tried a year ago, and like my son just wasn't ready. He couldn't figure it out, but I feel like eventually he'll get it, and then my wife's gonna hate me for it because we have a Wii, and like that's
Oh,
what you
God.
would start. That's like not a Nintendo, but that's the closest thing to an old school Nintendo. Like you can get them to train on. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I still have a Nintendo 64 too, so fucking love that. I still have GoldenEye. Don't
I
don't
just
don't
I
don't
just
try it.
I just found a Game Boy Advance in a box the other day.
I have like a PSP that's like, I mean, I probably used it for a year between 2005 and 2006,
Hmm.
and I haven't used it since. Like, I don't know if that's worth anything. I don't
I've
fucking need that thing.
I've got a PSP somewhere, but a friend of mine who passed away years ago
Mm.
uh, cracked it for me. So
To where you could play the bootleg discs.
no, no, no. He put a Sega and a Nintendo emulator on it.
Oh, nice.
Check the battery. The battery of what?
What? He's talking about a PSP.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There were battery problems with them,
Oh
but
shit!
like
It hasn't been turned on since probably 2009. Whoops.
so like I can play. I think there's an Atari emulator on there too, so I can play.
Burger
Anything.
time.
Burger Time, Joust.
Yeah, I like Joust. I think Atari was the first thing I ever played. 'Cause, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm only 41. I'll be 42 in August. But I got like a Nintendo for my 5th or 6th birthday, one of the two. So I'm that guy
Well,
in that generation.
I had an original 2600 because I'm
Mm,
53.
yeah,
And then I had friends that I had a kid I used to hang out with who didn't have an Atari, he had a ColecoVision, and
ColecoVision. I've heard of that, and Television too.
yep.
I've heard of that. ColecoVision. They had that weird controller.
Oh yeah. She says any of those old systems will need a new battery before you try to use
I
them.
tell you, man,
Or poof.
my favorite old one was I had an Atari Lynx.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I love that because like I was ambidextrous when I was a kid, but like you could turn that around and you could use it left-handed. So I would like freak my friends out, like, but then my skill had been lost. Like I could switch it in baseball and like Atari Lynx. That was it. Like I throw a football like a fucking grade 80 retard. Like
Yeah,
in
I
my elbow
wanted
tucks to my ribs or something. I'm like, eh!
oh
But like there was a like I had when I was in like first kindergarten, first grade, my teacher said left-handed people were weird, which is kind of weird because my dad's left-handed. But whatever. So it made me like set on my hand and like put my hand in my pocket all the time. So it made me use my right hand. She was like, you have to use special scissors, special gloves. Everything has to be specialized. I'm like, so you just want me to conform? Like when I go back and think about it. But like I was a pitcher in baseball. I was like, just imagine if I'd just been a left-handed pitcher. I might have been almost close to being sort of somebody.
my friend David, who I went to like elementary and middle school before he moved out of the town, his son just got signed to Minnesota Twins as a shortstop.
Oh, nice. That's a hard position. Jesus.
Yeah, he was like the number one college draft pick.
Yeah. Nice.
So Shifter says, and lots of cartridge games have batteries in them to save.
Uh,
Yes.
uh.
I wanted the Nintendo to play Mario Brothers in the worst way, but
Oh, I had
2025 already sells. Yes.
yeah, I had the original. I had the robot. I had the old laser gun that was just like the gray on gray, not the gray on orange. We
Yeah.
all know that was an after. That was like generation 2 or 3. And I had Mario and Duck Hunt in separate cartridges. That's when you know you were old school Nintendo.
Well, I couldn't get one. They were sold out for like a year and a half.
I don't know who my
And
mom sucked off to get mine, but I'm glad she did.
I was just I was working at like a local like hometown retailer. They had like 5 or 6 locations, and I was working at like the original location.
Right.
And man, you know, when you're like 16 or 17, every check you get in burns a hole in your pocket.
Yeah.
And when you get a discount and you can put it on credit, and they're just going to take, you know, a certain percentage for X amount of weeks until you're paid off out of your check, uh, I'm fine with that. So I couldn't wait any longer. So instead, I bought the Sega Master System,
Oh yeah. Did you have
and
Moonwalker?
I loved it. I got it with black belt.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's a karate game, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
um,
You don't say.
it
Back
was a
then,
lot of fun, but
that's exactly what it would have been.
every time you like take somebody out, they would explode into like pixel blocks and disperse. But it was a lot of fun. They also had they had like a I can't remember something star. It was like a
Raspberry Pi. Sorry, reading the chat. Shifter's going crazy about video games.
Raspberry Pis can run almost all the cartridge-based games. Oh,
RetroPie.
nice.
RetroPie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Um,
God, man, there was this.
it was like a. Oh my god! It was like a Conan game. You know, I can't remember the name of the bloody thing, but I played that. I played that like hardcore forever. It took me like 2 years to actually finish that game. Remember when it used to take you a long time to finish games? You didn't just go in there and be like, "Oh, there's a pattern. Okay,
right.
done. Next game."
Yeah, I know. One of the
Can I?
hardest Nintendo games I ever played. No shit. Was the Karate Kid.
Oh
And it
yeah.
was like it was based on Karate Kid Part 2. Like there's like the storm and there's all the shit flying, like you have to catch. It starts off with you like in the karate tournament. And then you have to go to Okinawa and then you have to catch fucking flies with chopsticks and break the ice. It was fucking hard, man. I could never beat that shit. That's crazy. It's weird that I just now thought of that. I think back about it, how good I was at Nintendo because I bought an emulator. Or I mean, I didn't buy an emulator. I downloaded one illegally. Back in the day, and like I tried to play it, I was like, God, man, how the fuck was I ever even close to beating this game? I suck. Like Nintendo was hard on an emulator. I'm just not good at it
I
anymore.
think the best PlayStation game I played like for like either like PS1 or 2 was it was a 2-disc game called Heart of Darkness.
It sounds familiar.
And it was like the whole thing was like super high res graphics for that time.
Yeah,
And
yeah, for that time, I know what you mean.
it was like, animated.
Right.
And it was just badass. Oh, you should just like look it up and like watch a video of it. It was just
I mean, mine was
insane.
the Legacy of Kain series,
Oh
like the
yeah.
vampire games, like Soul Reaver.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man, I love that. Like, if I ever made like to where I make 6 figures a year off of comic books, never gonna happen. I would try to look into getting the rights to that, to make that into like an epic fucking series, man. Because if you made that into TV, people would love it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what could
There's
be?
there's so many good storylines out there in video games,
Yes,
and
and they've
as soon as the
fucking
game,
murdered everyone.
yeah, all these like young kids getting into video game development, and they're like all excited because their game's going live, and within like 5 minutes of the game going live, the company fires everybody.
Yeah, yeah. It's a tough business, man. I mean,
Here
comics
we
is
go,
pretty tough
Shifter.
too.
Funding the Mythicals #1. Yeah, we're talking about Mythicals, not just video games. We just went
Yeah,
off on
come
our
on, Shifter. Shit. I'm
yeah.
talking. I'm talking. I'll talk video games with you. Just buy this book.
Funding the
Uh,
Mythicals #1,
yes.
24 pages of action-packed supernatural mystery. South River Studios, $5,275, 136 backers, 211% of the $2,500 fixed goal, 20 days left.
Holy shit, man, that was great.
It's almost like I used to be a DJ in a strip club.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I did.
Yeah. Oh
And then,
shit.
and then I died on an operating table.
Oh
And they
well.
put me into a medical coma, and here I am,
There you go.
buzzing around in a motorized wheelchair and reading lots of comics.
Yeah. Well, what else are you gonna do?
So I got some.
You got a hockey team that's probably gonna fucking destroy their way to a Stanley Cup.
Oh, they already are. Did you? I saw
I
a
don't
thing.
want. I don't want. I don't want to talk about it. Because go ahead. It's
No,
your
no.
show. Talk about it.
Okay, so
He is a beast. I know who you're gonna bring up, but go ahead.
no, I wasn't going to talk about a current member of the roster. I was
Okay.
going to talk about a news article I saw today that shocked me. The quote unquote great one, not in my opinion, Wayne Gretzky, has petitioned the
Yeah.
NHL to create a Bobby Orr trophy.
I don't see a problem with that.
I'm like, and I'm over here,
I thought you were gonna say Wayne Gretzky trophy.
no.
Yeah, I'm digging. I don't hate Bobby Orr.
I'm like,
Who hates Bobby Orr?
the best defenseman ever.
Yeah, yeah. What is the award that goes to the best defenseman called now? Do they even have one? I don't know.
There's
I just know
one,
the Hart. I just know the Hart Trophy.
Yeah.
The big ones.
They won the President's Trophy because
Yeah, yeah.
most games won.
Yeah, they've already got that.
they smashed records that have been standing for like close to 100 years this year, and I'm
Well,
like,
they're going to break the points record. I'm sure he's going to break the points record. I
oh
mean,
yeah,
it's
and
just
I'm like, please don't become that Miami Dolphins team from a few years back where
yeah.
they had like a perfect season and then they blew it.
Like, it's almost like I think it was 2007, something like that, 2008, when like the Capitals were like number one. They were like fucking rolling, and they were the number one seed, and they got upset by like the Flyers, and they ended up going to the Stanley Cup or the Eastern Finals and lost or something like that. But
yeah,
you never know. Don't fuck up. Don't talk all that shit now. You know right now. Don't just enjoy it.
I'm just like, they're so good.
I mean, we got Patrick Kane, but we've had some hiccups past couple games.
Yeah.
But we're back on track. Let's not talk about hockey because I don't want to hate you before I leave. All right. You know, I respect. I mean, I'm one of those people. Like, I will respect greatness. It's not like I hate the Bruins, man. I hate the fucking Penguins. I'll tell you that. I hate that little beady-eyed bastard, 87. But so only because I'm American too.
He plays hockey like he would play soccer.
Yeah.
Like wait for the ref to turn. Oops, I fell.
Well, fucking bitch made.
Mommy, he hit me.
Yeah.
Like,
that's okay. He's had a lot of concussions. I'm not gonna.
Hockey, but not hockey.
Yeah.
The Boston Marathon this year, Zdeno Chara is running for a whole bunch of
big
charities.
Z.
Big Z. I'm like, he could just walk and win because he's like 7'4".
Didn't he just retire?
He just retired, but they had traded him to another team, and they brought him back and gave him the 1-day contract.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to retire as a Bruin.
I'm like,
that's awesome. Good.
That's
I'm glad he did that because
a lot of players I feel like nowadays wouldn't do that.
I have an autographed card from him, so I'm glad he came back.
Yeah.
You know, so back to this.
Yep.
Because this is why we're here. Well, it's all good.
Yep.
All nerdy shit.
Yep.
Video games. So maybe you could develop a video game or a board game for Mythicals down the line.
We'll see. We'll see if anybody is into it.
I know some people. There's a bunch of independent creators that are, developing a game, like for their IP, of course. And I guess there's been like a couple people were talking about another company that had gotten licensing to do a game, but all the characters in different genres were interchangeable with it. Like they had the license for Crow and Highlander.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, I heard that. I go,
you have Eric Draven fight fucking McLeod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, that would be actually, man. That'd be a fun story to watch, to read. I don't know if I could do it justice, like as a writer, but it'd be fun to read.
I know Sean Zilla that I used to do the Monday night art stream with. He's in the midst of moving. That's why we're on hiatus with that.
Right.
One of the shows that he did earlier this year, he got to meet J.O. Barr.
What's he like? He seems like he'd be very introverted. Like the interviews I've seen.
Yeah, a little bit, but he's like really nice. But Sean's a huge Crow fan, so he did a Crow headshot and gifted it to him.
Wow.
Like he gifted him like a couple of the prints for like the different, versions of the Crow he's done like over the years. And then he signed the original for Sean. And I'm like, that's awesome. You go, so what did he say? You go, well, I asked him what are his thoughts about the Crow remake that they're working on. And he rolled his eyes so hard, people thought we were throwing dice. I'm like, okay. That's legit. That's legit. Yeah, because I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not.
how can he not have any sales yet, man? They sold the rights to Miramax or whatever is Dimension. I
Mhm.
can't remember the production company who did the original Crow, but like, how can you sign all of that away for money? I'm telling you, man. If somebody came to me, which is never fucking gonna happen, it's like, hey, man, we'd like to develop this into like a TV series. I'd be like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, are you gonna give me full creative control? Are you gonna come up with ideas and be like, no, 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 fuck no. And
Yeah.
then, well, no, we need to sign over everything, the name, the licensing, all that. We're going to give you a percentage, but all of it is, we're going to make movies and you're going to have zero input going forward. Ah, fuck you, man.
It's
No,
like, no.
no. And like I said, don't like, they're like, well, you wouldn't have any idea how much money they would throw at you, what it would do for you. Yeah. Look at my fucking product and make my stomach turn and then just look at everything around me like it wasn't worth it. I'd rather have it all be under my control and not make shit than like make a lot of money and then just people like clown on it. And for me to be able to be like, well, there's nothing I could do. I sold it for money. And they're just gonna be like, well, you fucking idiot. Like, you're not going to ruin my product. No, no,
No.
thank you.
Just so they
I think Todd
can,
McFarlane learned his lesson. That's why he said he was going to do a Spawn movie again. And people were like, where is it? Where is it? And he was like, oh, I'm working on it. I'm going to do it myself. And they're like, well, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, because he didn't want them to fuck it up. I'm not saying like this they completely fucked up Spawn movie in '98. I'm saying it could have been better. Like John
yeah,
Leguizamo, I mean, despite what people think
it
about
could
him,
have been
was great.
the HBO animated series.
Yes,
And
yes, yes. That
and
was
Todd,
perfection.
you want to do something? Finish the animated series.
Finish it. Come on, let's do that.
It's like we would rather pay like 20 or 30 bucks for a Blu-ray that wraps up that entire storyline from the animated series, because that was amazing. I went and watched that. I binged that like the other week again, and I'm scrolling through my phone while I'm watching it, and there was the intro of him in like this big spooky empty room
I love it. I
drawing
love it.
Spawn at the drawing board, and I
Hey,
look
I'm Todd
down and
McFarlane.
I
You want
go
to see what
across
scares
like
me?
an ad for McFarlane Toys, and he's in the ad, and I'm like, wow, he's fucking old.
Uh,
And then I look in the mirror and go, oh, I'm old too. Damn it. Oh. So on the way out, let's have you do your elevator pitch for Mythicals
sure.
and uh, let everybody know where they can follow you on all the social medias.
Hey, okay. The Mythicals is a supernatural action mystery that has Nancy Moon join Level M, which is a supernatural task force comprised of creatures from myth and legend that protects humanity from supernatural threats. Think of Buffy the Vampire Slayer mixed with a little bit of Jim Lee's Wildcats and some X-Files conspiracy baked in.
And where can everybody find you
And you
on
can
social
find
media?
me on the Twitter, just Hojo. Can't be two of us. I can type in the Mythicals. It's everywhere. I hope.
I'm
A few
pretty sure it
people,
is. Yeah.
a few people have caught on.
Just a few, yeah.
Yeah, at least 100.
And 36.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we're like one backer away from 150. So just get over that hump.
Yeah,
Make me
that'll
feel
just be awesome.
better. Make me feel better.
And don't forget, the only way to get that special glow in the dark bookmark from Dean James,
That's right. You got to back the big box.
you got to get the big one. The big
It's
one.
all. I mean, it's all worth it. I mean, look at that. I mean, more than likely, hopefully, we're gonna get a 6K stretch goal, so you're gonna give you more shit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I'm
so
like,
the big box is only gonna get bigger as many people back this book.
bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And the Ultra Mega Super Pack, only $65 plus shipping. You get a digital PDF. You get the 6 a.m. chibi sticker, metal card, glow-in-the-dark bookmark, the SRS beer koozie, a Level M patch, and Dan Dahl and Peter Gilmore covers. Dan Dahl, a.k.a. Booty Juice. And 2 extra trading cards and the SRS magnet. Because magnets are cool.
Yes, they are. They are. It's a pretty cool magnet.
So I wanna thank you for coming and hanging out after you were over on the Common Nerd with Jesse and the crew.
Yes.
Back-to-back shows. It's time to kick up the feet and have an ice cold beer.
Yeah, I'm ahead of you.
I'm sure you are. So thanks for hanging out. The link is in the description, either up above or down below, depending on where you're watching us. If you're listening to this on podcast, please head over and subscribe to us on the Creators Outlet YouTube channel. Make sure you're at the right one, because there's a couple of different variation of Creators Outlet podcasts. So just look for this goofy, my head exploding thing, and you're at the right one. Subscribe so you don't miss anything. Ring the bell so you don't miss a single time we go live. And you can see all the cool stuff we're talking about live. Or you could just skip it altogether and just click on the link below and go straight to the campaign and back Mythicals 1 today.
That's right. That's right.
Feel like Ralph Mel. I still got it. Oh, man. Well, Hojo, thanks for coming and hanging out. I'm going to tell everybody to go check out this book. Only 20 days left. Plan your shopping accordingly. Oh, look, we're just finishing up, so File 13 shows.
Of course it is.
click the like button, buddy.
Yeah. Let me get off here and say hi to the wife.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you still live here? Yeah. All right, everybody, take care. Have a great evening, and go read a comic book.
That's right. By the Mythicals.